Good day, my beautiful people. You are welcome back to my channel. How guys doing? Thank you, friends, for your love and your support. God bless you all. So, in our today's class, I'll be showing you guys how to draft and cut a corset with a Basque or triangular waistline, or you can also call it V shape. Yes, waistline with a yoke. It's really simple. So what you have on our table here is our drafting paper. You can use into fold. But if you have your body basic pattern paper, there won't be any need for this. Just work with that. I also will be introducing a bra cup. Yes. So shoulder measurement is 16 inches, into fold is 8 inches. So I've done that. So this shoulder, the bust point is 10.5 inches, under bust is 14 inches, the half length is 17 inches. So let me quickly connect. So we'll also be placing our bust span. The distance between one nipple to the other, the one I'm working there is 8 inches, is into fold 4 inches. No send allowance here, 4 inches. So because we are making use of cup, yes, we will not be extending it to the bust point. So we'll just only place waistline that. The border is 0.5 here, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 inch. So that is 1 inch for the both side. Can you see? So now that we're done with this, we have to quickly introduce our cup. Can you see? It's really simple. I said it. So this is our cup. The cup we have here is 44 because the bust measurement working is 42 inches. So how to know the right cup? If your bust is 40, buying a cup, your size you buy 42. Always add 2 inches to your cup. Yes. So we are done with that. So we have to quickly place our measurement. You don't place your measurement on the cup, but if you do, you'll be having shortage. Yes. So you place our bust circumference, waist under bust circumference, and our waist circumference. Then before we introduce our cup. So the bust measurement I'm working with is 42 inches into 4 parts, because into fold here is 10.5 inches. The waist, the under bust is 8.5 inches. 8.5 inches. Remember, we added this 1 inch dart, place it back. We are not adding same allowance, just replacing the dart. Yes. So the waistline is 9.5 inches, 1 inch. Replace this so that you won't forget. So while transferring, you just know that you're only adding same allowance. So it's time to introduce our cup. Once we are done with our bodies there, measurement. So this is our cup I'm working with. So the cup, it depends on your preference. Yes. Like mine, I will making mine curve it this way. Can you see? No space in between the two bows. We can as well place it this way. Work with 1 inch. That into fold, you should be placing 0.5 inch here in between. That after drafting it out, you have 1 inch. You can also make it this way, straight without spacing. So let's quickly place our cup. Let's put this aside. This is the upper chest. So place our cup this way. Make sure everything sits properly. Yes. Making mine a bit slanted. Yes. And you see. So don't pull it this way. Yes. Don't pull it. Make sure you support it to stand firm. Connect it. Connect it. Connect it. And you see. Can you see? It has shifted a little. And you see. So I have to quickly adjust it now. Hold it firm. Don't pull. Can you see? Hold it once again to make sure everything sits properly. Yes. Can you see? So for the upper part, sorry guys, my table is obstructing me. Can you see? I will blend it. I will blend it properly. See? Mine is curvy. Can you see the point here? The midpoint. So as from this point, this is now my new armhole. Why here is my yoke. Yes, this is my yoke. This area is very important. Yes. So let's quickly down to our V shape. Yes. So for here, you place your measurement, yes, on your waistline and ask your client the length, because here is optional. Let me quickly place it 6 inches. So I will take my straight ruler and connect. Can you see? Take my straight ruler and connect to the midpoint. So we are done. Yes, we are done. So for the waist that, also extend it now. Yes, extend it. Let's quickly cut it out. It's really simple. Cut it out. I'll be cutting this first. This is the back armhole. Your back is wide. Yes, you don't cut, don't send here in, and I'll be placing this to trace out the back panel. No same allowance here. Yes, while transferring to your fabric, ensure you add your same allowance. The neckline is optional. I said it earlier. And you see how pretty. You see. So this dot is for the same allowance. Yes, just to indicate it. I will not be cutting it direct here. Rather, I'll be cutting it here on these dots we have here. So by the time we stitch it, our cup, it will sit properly to the under bust. Yes, to the under bust. So let's quickly place our back paper. This is the front panel. Take note, if you are using lacing, that lace up, you will not be adding same zipper allowance. Yes, rather you reduce it, especially when you want your bag to be exposed. You reduce it by 2 inches. Yes, but if you are not using lacing, make sure you add your zipper allowance. So I'll be making use of, this is 2 inches zipper allowance, 2 inches zipper allowance, 2 inches zipper allowance. I'll quickly take my straight ruler to connect it. When I'm done with that, I have to trace out my bust line, under bust, and the waistline and connect it straight. It's just for a guide. Can you see? So this is zipper allowance. So this is how it should look for your back. But if you are making use of lacing, you won't be needing zipper allowance. Yes. So this is it. I want to quickly cut it out. So this is our zipper allowance. Let me quickly send it in. But before then, if you want your zipper to make your zipper sit properly after fixing it, for the midpoint of your back panel, come in by 1 inch to avoid bulge. Yes, this is the secret. So that your zipper will sit properly. Can you see? So this is now the new waistline at the midpoint of your back panel. But make sure it matches here. Shouldn't affect your length. Guys, let me quickly put this aside. But this is the length. This is it. Can you see? Everything should sit properly. So this is just for zipper, to ensure that your zipper sits properly. Avoid bulge after fixing your zipper. So place the waist dart. You place your waist dart at the end of your zipper allowance 4 inches. 4 inches, because we are not adding same allowance here. See, 1 inch for the both side. Back that. So we have to be sure of our bust circumference. Yes. So let's check if it's up to that. Can you see? It's 10.5 inches. The reason is this: we used cup on the front panel, so everything sits properly, and it's the same 1 inch waist dart. So can you see, with the waist dart replacement, we have 9.5 for the under bust. Yes, and here we have 10.5 inches. So I have to quickly blend here properly. But while transferring, ensure you add your same allowance. Don't forget that. So now everything sits properly. So let's put this aside and cut out our corset. Our dart, everything. Can you see? So it's very simple, guys. So first of all, I want to quickly come this way. Can you see? Can you see? Cut it gently. So this is our yoke. For the armhole, I have to cut it now. Don't tracing the back panel. So I'm free to cut it out now. So this is our yoke. And you see. So let us cut out our cup. See? Is the dots. You can as well cut it direct, but while transferring, add the same allowance. You see? So can you see? Everything sits properly. It's very simple, guys. Can you see? Alright, second piece. It will sit this way. Can you see the midpoint I was telling you? No spacing. By the time I stitch it, can you see how it will sit? So everything sits properly. So for the yoke, while transferring, ensure you add same allowance. Add your same allowance. Add your same allowance for the dart, but no same allowance. But by the time you add your same allowance, you will see everything will sit properly without stress. Add your same allowance here for the same allowance. Can you see? This is second cup. It's very simple. So let's quickly go back to our back panel. Our back panel is here. So I want us to also create the neckline for the back panel. This is the zipper area if you are making use of zipper, or if you are making use of lacing, you will not be needing this zipper. Rather, you can reduce it. Yes, subtract 2 inches. You want your back to be exposed. Subtract 2 inches. So now this is the neck. Remember, we use 3 inches. Don't forget that. So that our back panel, everything will sit there properly. So for the back yoke, you can as well work with this. If you are not adding yoke, neckline, you can work with 1 inch. Just quickly connect it. You are done. If you are not making use of yoke at the back panel, yes, just make the neckline, make sure everything matches. Then place your measurement. If you are not making use of yoke, this is the zipper allowance. But if you are making use of yoke, you can create, here is the back side. Remember, this is a chest line. Yes, that is the chest line. This is the bust point. Connect it. And you see, this is our chest line. So back is the optional. This is the chest line. This is the bust point. So you can even decide to make yours deeper than this. So because we have started the yoke, so let's continue with the yoke pattern. So this is it. We can as well make yours also your yoke, sorry, this way. Yes, can you see? So by the time you are done, this is the shoulder. You join it, the whole back will be exposed. So, but I'm not making use of this. I'm making use of this. Let me cut it out. This is the zipper area. First, let me cut out this first one at a time for better understanding. This, if you are not making use of yoke at the back panel, just work with this. Place your waist dart, then you are good to go. This is the waist dart. The waist dart. And you see the zipper allowance. There won't be need to cut out this because you don't need yoke there. And you see everything sits properly. But if you are making use of yoke, I'm making use of a yoke here. Is it for this one? Can you see? You can try to make it curvy this way. So let me do that here. One side curvy, one side straight for better understanding. So you can create any neckline of your choice. Yes. And add a rope here. I'm not making use of this. Can you see? So when I'm done stitching, I will just add up a lace to secure it here, while my whole back here will be exposed. Or I work with this, or we work with this first one. So the back neckline is optional. So my beautiful people, it's really simple. Let's place our work together. I've already added my same allowance here, but for the dart I did not. The side allowance I did not. So ensure you add the same allowance. So it's really simple and beautiful. So please, if you find this my video interesting, please don't hesitate to click on like button there. And also please, if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button there. And also please click on the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you will get notified. Thanks. I love you all. I remain Chi Living Signature. Bye for now.